Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Battle Chasers Nightwar. And let's get back to it, shall we? Yeah, between last time and now, I did go ahead and went back into Junktown because we were missing something for one of the hunts. So if you remember, let me show it real quick. I believe it's somewhere here. There we go, the OEM energy cell. Well, this one we actually... Yeah, now we can craft that one as well. Or have we already crafted one of those? I don't quite remember. We're gonna do so if we haven't done so yet. Let me check again. Wait, where can I see if I already crafted one of those? I'm looking through my items here. Would it be a quest item? Probably. And I've already forgotten again what it's called. You know what? Let's just make one real quick. We want a blacksmith, so we're gonna go to the blacksmith. Because if you remember, we've got this.
Interrupted my work.
We've got this. We've got that hunt still open, basically. And I looked up how to get the Susie core, which is the second part that we need there. And for that, we need an event in Junktown. I went back into Junktown to get that because either I forgot to loot the item last time or we just didn't get it. One of the two. I actually don't know. But I do know where the robots are, of course, and I believe one of them, or they were also part of what we needed to do here, basically, or what we needed to get. Wasn't it for his... We got these last time. Let me show this again. We got these here. These special weapons for our guys. And I think... Yeah, the twin power core. That's what reminded me again. We do need to basically get that, and we get that through this hunt, I believe. So there is a real reason for us to go through there and make sure that we get that one, basically. So they were all the way back here, and now I've got the OEM energy cell. We've got the and we've got the Susie core, both of which we need to revive these two guys. And now we can repair them. Which means now we're also gonna have to fight them, I believe, since this is a hunt. Running combat sequence, start protocol. Prepare for engagement. Guess there's no avoiding this. And there we go. We should not have a hard time with these guys. They're... Oh. Okay, it's Ruckus and Flat. They are level 17. But I'm still gonna treat this as serious as necessary, basically. So we're gonna start with the enervating mist. We're gonna taunt because we don't really know yet what they're gonna do, and these guys are notorious for dealing a good amount of damage, I think. But yeah, no, this is... They are not gonna have a good time, I believe. We didn't crit, unfortunately, but I mean, we still got that, so let's go for Vlad first, I guess. What is this? It's raging every time. He's damaged. Oh, okay, so this does come with some issues, which means we should try to kill him fast. Not that that is really a big problem or anything. We are just gonna go execute. Yes. That should kill that one. I'm not gonna go into that one further. We've still got the enervating mist, so the cannon blast should not actually take some of our own mana, I believe. Okay, he's just knocked out. Okay. Oh, let's see. What does he do? Okay, attack up, probably because we killed the other one. But yeah, yeah, bye-bye. You're not looking too well. Whoops. I'm still not happy with the lighting. This is where it would be somewhat good, but I'm also super bright back here. I don't know. I just need a stable distance and not... We're gonna make this work sometime. I really need to go buy that. So we got the Twin Power Core, we've got Ruckus Armor Plating and Vlad's Impaler Lance, which I assume are tradable at the... collector. So one thing, I mean, I could try to hide the fact, but no, I don't. I did look a little bit into the weapons that we were getting here. For one, this was for Calibretto, so I couldn't restrain myself, because they look awesome and I really would like to get them. So I spoiled myself a little bit, as little as possible, try and get this. And one of the points was, yeah, was for Monica's. And out of the note, if you remember, I think basically there's already a big hint in there. There is a fishing spot in this area here. And we're gonna have to try and fish the right fish to get a part for her special weapon. I'm still not sure if for one, I looked it up about a week ago or so, so I've already forgotten about it. Or a part of it at least. And we also might not be able to get this one yet, because I might need a better lure to fish this one. Nope. But we also need, I think, another part, and I'm not sure quite what this was. So we've got the Artificer's Revolver components. Yeah, engorged glowing fish. But that's it, basically. So let me take a look here at how much more we need for her. So we need the living stone slab, which I don't actually know where we got that from. I remembered the revolver components here, basically. So now we've got everything but one part for her. We've got everything but one part for her. And we've got everything but one part for him. I believe I do remember where I get the dragon scales, but I'm not quite sure. Either. I think we get those a little later still, so I can't really go for those yet. I mean, we're level 25 and these things are all level 27. So I think we're all gonna get that in the next dungeons, pretty much. All the items that we need for that. But that's exactly where we're gonna head now. I think we did everything. If I don't misremember here in any way. Once again, unfortunately, it's been a little bit longer than expected until I got to stream again. So I'm not quite sure how that works out time-wise, but I think it's a little bit over a week. And I just don't... I did all the preparation and stuff like that and looked at stuff before, after. Basically the day after our last stream, something like that. And... because of that, I've forgotten a bunch of it already again, pretty much. So there's that. Ooh. Yeah, let's go for the ice elemental first, sure. But I think I remember that we do need to do stuff in this upper area now and just go for the next 2 dungeons or so, and that will basically at least allow us to craft one of the weapons, maybe 2, depending on what we'll get. But I'm not entirely certain anymore where we do get these last components exactly. So there's probably a point to be made that I've said this a while ago already. I think that this is not really a blind playthrough any longer, because I am spoiling myself on some of the stuff. I'm not spoiling myself on opponents or anything, though, just on how to get these ultimate weapons or whatever they're called. Which is a spoiler in itself, of course, but I'm just too curious there. I couldn't contain myself, I'm sorry. I wanted to know. Ah, Stun Gully. Boo. That's not nice. Do we want to go with something decent here? I mean, there's not really anything good to do, so we'll just Gut Punch again. And she can go for a... well, we can just probably go with an... the execute is kind of overkill though, isn't it? Let's just go with another Chimera Sting. Yeah, the poison and all that, she's gonna be dead. There we go. With a bloody smash. So that means you are going to go for a quick healing wave down there. Instantly as well, lovely. And then Let's go with the Basilisk shot right now, just to delay a little bit. And a Gut Punch for the Sunder. Just to give her a better crit chance. Not that we necessarily need it. Yeah, no, I don't think so. We're just gonna get the kill here. Let's Quake Fist and Gut Punch, and that should be all we need. The Quake Fist is overkill to begin with. I probably could have done with just a bunch of normal attacks as well. I mean, it doesn't really hurt, I guess. Oh, yeah, I remember. We're close to leveling up. That's perfect. So we're level 26 before we go into the next dungeon. That's pretty good. And maybe we can try that one on Legendary again, but I'm not sure if I really want to do Legendary again. I mean, I've said that a bunch of times over the last few dungeons, and sometimes we did go into Legendary, sometimes we didn't. So we'll have to wait and see what the difficulty says once we are there, but we will level up out of this. So it will definitely be answered. Nice, we got the slime twice, which means we can take him down quickly. And that miss is lovely as well. The Hunter Spider is going to go next, since 1.6k hit points is not that harsh. Hey Ramses, yeah, I really like this game. For one, I mean, the art style is just awesome. Not that the art style should be the deciding factor in what you do, but I mean, it is a really nice added bonus. The story is okay. It's nothing out of the ordinary, basically, but gameplay-wise, this is where the game shines, for me at least. The gameplay is really solid, but I'm also a big fan of turn-based strategy games. So that does factor into my decision quite a bit. I really enjoy this game. I can say that much. I've got almost 34 hours or something like that in this by now. And I'm still enjoying it quite a bit. So there's that. Yeah, every time I'm talking about the art style, I want to mention the guy that's responsible for the art style, but I always struggle to pronounce his last name, and then I always forget to look it up. I think it's Joe Madureira, something like that. He's also responsible for the art style for the Darksiders games. So you can definitely see the similarities in the art style there, I believe. Let's go. Or, although we will level up. A bit expensive. What does it cost right now? I actually don't remember what the game itself costs right now. But I mean, for the time investment, I think it's not too expensive, if I remember correctly. But once again, I'm not quite sure how much it costs right now. Guard punch for the damage. Now let's jab, just build up the overcharge. There we go. Yeah, you keep clobbering. That is fine. And there we go. So we've got Elemental about halfway there. That's not that big of a problem. So I'm really interested to see what the next dungeon is gonna bring us. Basically, there is a lot that could happen. And I actually don't quite remember why we need to go, or what our objective for the next dungeon was again. If we need to go after Destra, I believe so. Or was Destra out of the picture already? I don't know anymore. We're gonna see about that now. Well, actually, we did level up, as expected. Nope. Interesting. And, okay, before we check out the dungeon, we are gonna take a look here. What do we do? Yeah, this is the perfect lighting right now. This is really good, but it's just because my monitor is doing stuff. I just need some constant front lighting, I believe, which makes that better. Maybe if I push this back a little further, get that going. Nope. Yeah. Something like that. It's 6 characters, Ramses, that you unlock. You start with 1. Well, you quickly go up to 6, but end at 6. You go quickly up to 3, basically, and your party consists of 3. And then by the end you go up to 6. So one of the weak points this game does have is the leveling system, unfortunately, because characters that are not directly in your party do not level up. So once you have your group, it's kind of difficult to swap things through. if you don't want to grind levels with others. Not that it's a big deal usually, but because I'm streaming this as well, I don't really want to spend all the time grinding. So once I found my group, I stuck with it pretty much. We wanted to check him first here. There we go. The end of combat, I would need a little bit more for that. We can get rid of this one, which means I've got 7, so I can give him recuperate. That seems reasonable. 4 points for Gully. Do we just want defend up? I mean, getting that up a little bit further wouldn't be bad. But I do like the initiative here, actually. Yeah, let's go with that. And then 4 for her. We could go with a bigger one here. The Fate Strike we don't really use. Attack power up could be okay. Yeah, these aren't that helpful right now. I mean, none of this is really that useful for us right now. We would need to go for some of the bigger ones, which might be difficult to get with her. So, let's see.
It's you.
Thank you very much for following, Ramses 6 Ray. There we go. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's put these points out of there. How much does she have? 60. Yeah, that's fine. And then we go with the AP up. That seems like a decent idea. In we go. So this is easy, this is average, and legendary is also average. So we're gonna go in with legendary. Why not? Might as well. So as we can see here, 3 dungeon difficulties. Legendary is basically Iron Man, whatever you want to call it. If you die, you have to do the entire dungeon again. So that's a bit of a risk, but it does tell you how difficult it will be. And because I leveled up a little bit beforehand, the dungeon is, or I did the previous dungeon twice, that's what I should say. We're a little bit over leveled right now, and that allows us to do this one on legendary, I think. It should be okay. We're gonna try at least. So, the Crimson Garden. Okay, we've got 3 ways to go. This garden was Virus' personal collection of powerful artifacts. His acolytes were sent here to study and prove their worth. Which means we should be ready for anything. Most certainly. This circular platform looks important. I'm not really into voices today, apparently. They all kind of sound the same. The runes, can you make anything out? Let's try to be a little better. Yes, it's a locked door. To what? I do not know. That's so observant, Alumon. As you can see, these are 2 of the characters that I do have in my party, but not currently active. And unlocking it, we have to walk the path. Oh, joy. It says there are 3 lessons to learn, each represented by a statue. Most guarded by something. Well, yeah, that's how these things always go. Walking the path, eh? Let's put some pep in our steps, kids. Yeah, the pep in my step, the pip in my pep, and I don't know why. Why am I thinking of a digital short from SNL right now? So, okay, these are not the paths, so they are a little bit further up. Oh, I see. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo? I don't know. Let's go with the middle first, I guess. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really matter in what order we do these. What matters the most is that we do all of them. And... okay, so it's actually... are they all just really short? Fountain Shrine of Strength, we're gonna do that, we're gonna open this. Is that a treasure elemental? I ask myself that every damn time, but it isn't. It's just a loot box. Go. So we've got, oh, okay, we've got Lysolot Bombers, we've got Nightblades, so Undead and Lysolot enemies. That's okay. He is also invisible. Let's guard in case he gets to act before we do anything. And Innervate missed. There we go. But she gets to get him out of his invisibility before that, because she doesn't actually target anybody with that attack. There we go. He applies poison on normal attacks. That's kind of rude. Once again, not really a big issue. We're dealing more than enough damage. If I crit even once with Monica on her first hit, he would already be dead. He's the same level as we are, and we are on Legendary in this, which usually means we're going to be fine. We've done dungeons where the enemy started out with 2 levels above us, and we did okay. I mean, it took a while because they deal more damage to us. We have less health. We don't kill them quite as fast, so this should be okay-ish level-wise. We should be good with the dungeon itself. Ow. As long as I don't run into any more thorns, that is. And bleed myself. Oh, nice. Purple Celestial Healing Flask. And the Pact. 2 out of 4. Discovery, or lack of. To be honest, I'm not sure how I survived Virus's lessons or why I was chosen to come here. In truth, I only half believe what he teaches and couldn't give a whip about his cause or this island. My raw strength with magic hid my lack of interest in his blood weaving at the academy. I don't know if he sensed that. It's possible. Still, the man has interesting tastes. I can feel the power he is hiding there, resonating beneath a frosty stone. Stories are carved into reliefs and plaques throughout, hinting rather cryptically at where he's been, how he became the man he is. One repeated message seems directed at his acolytes. Even in failure, you shall remain useful to this place immortalized. Can't wait to find out what that means. Acolyte Carpente. Or Carpenter? Something like that. So yeah, they're undead, that's what this means, basically. There we go. 3 enemies means we're gonna start doing a little bit of damage. Do I want to go with a burst? I don't think so. We're just gonna... Once again, no crit. Monica used to be a little bit more crit heavy. Did I change it to something that I forgot about? I don't think so, but I don't know. Or do I want to fire slug this bunch? Probably not. Let's just take down the bomber first? No. I think the archer could be a bigger deal. I'm gonna go for him. Yeah, all that group damage does not look that inviting. Let's shatter him as well. No, he's already got that on him. So we're just gonna go with the Quake Fist, go for the increased damage, and then we are also gonna go with Exploit Weakness, and that should kill him, I think. We've got another bomb there. So all the chill that they're throwing around is kind of annoying. It slows us down, makes them get more actions compared to us. But it could also be worse, I guess. Let's go with a Guardian Song, go for a little bit of a group heal. That's 1 crit plus the poison. And then, oh, what? No, I was about to say, was she good? Did she get stunned? No, she didn't. But we did get the kill, which is what we wanted. Obviously. So next, probably the Lysla Bomber. He's already taken some damage and he's kind of a nuisance. But I do not think we need to necessarily... I don't think we need to necessarily taunt with Gully anymore. I don't really care which one he hits here. Or these guys hit. Yes, the chill getting spread around is annoying, but I can also throw around the cleansing bomb from Monica in a moment if I really want to. And get rid of that. But we'll just Basilisk shot him once, and then you are gonna Quake Fist him as well, which should just get the kill. Or, wow, okay. Her perks for the increased critical damage really shine through by now. Let's Gut Punch this guy. So one thing I've missed so far, but I noticed in one of our fights before this one, but I just checked again, is Gully, oh not Gully, Calibretto actually has a cap of 20 overcharge, which I didn't realize so far. Or maybe that's dependent on something that I'm not aware of, which could be the case, obviously. Yep. So I actually can't build an overcharge of 25 for one of his attacks to not cost any mana. It's always gonna cost at least 5, since it's 25 mana that it costs overall. So that's interesting. I didn't really realize that so far. But it's still fine. I mean, he's down to 130 hit points now. I do know now where that comes from. The will stat, I believe it was, that gave him that mana, and we had an item that increases will by 20 or something, which almost tripled his mana reserve. That was kind of awesome, but it was time to... I ran into those again. But it was time, and those. I really need to pay more attention. I'm so used to basically always going on the side to not miss anything I can loot, but here it's actually detrimental to try and move along the side if I'm not careful, so I really need to pay more attention there. Okay, it's just another, it's one Nightblade. Once again, not that big of a deal. We are just gonna prepare with the enervating mist. So since he's invisible, once again, we cannot target him directly. Yeah, untargeted by single target abilities, but there is a nice way around it still with... Since he's going... Okay, he's delaying. This... It's two random enemies, so it's not a single target attack, so I can still target him with it, which is weird, since he's still invisible and he's the only enemy there, but it works, so I'm not gonna complain. There we go. That worked. Ah, damn, yeah, the lighting is so bad. Okay. Myself, I really need to just crack down on that. Can I? That is somewhat better? I believe so. The weird thing is, yeah, now I'm looking really pale again, but ah well, what can you do? The main issue here is that it basically, it shines into my own eyes a little bit, but that's something I probably have to accept. Because right now I'm using just two lamps that I use to basically have room at my desk. And shine them in the opposite direction of me so that they illuminate the green screen as well as myself a little bit and give decent lighting, but that obviously means also that the light bulbs are shining in my direction. And because of that, it's a little bit blinding sometimes depending on how I set it up. But that's just something we might have to accept now, or I have to get used to get the constant lighting here, but even now it doesn't really look well. Also, the camera placement is a bit different. I got a new monitor. Is that it here? Is there not something we can do there? That is the end of this, isn't it? Witness the beginning of Virus, the Conquest, and the Ascent. The Crimson Garden. Or is this just a side room and it doesn't actually have to do anything with our paths yet? That might be it. I mean, it's fine either way, but I think that looks like it was the entire room. Yeah, let's go back. Check out one of the other ones. We're gonna figure it out, I'm sure. Or you have to do them in the right order. So, in that case, usually it's from left to right, I assume. So let's go with the left route next. See what that brings us. Is there anything down here? Nope. Yeah, I'll figure things out soon enough with the lighting, I promise, but it's still, yeah, it's a bit weird sometimes. Oh, wait, that does not look very inviting. Oh boy. Making preparations. A loose page lies in the snow, torn from a large book. It was here that Virus first developed his deadliest powers, those that would make him a feared battlefield commander and would-be conqueror of foreign lands. For a time he was successful, but he soon overreached, drawing the attention of the greatest nations around the world. While Virus had taken unquestioned control of the island and built a formidable force, it stood little chance against the might of the unified territories and their massive navies. His defense stood resolute for years, but would eventually crumble under the relentless weight of invasion. So there is this eye here, which I presume is not as fast as I am, and I ran into the brambles again, but he can basically run circles around it. Yeah, that works. Let's turn it away a little bit again. Yeah, that's better. It's fine. Just one bomber though, so we didn't actually pull the spider into combat, which is interesting. I thought they were close enough that was gonna happen, but because of that we are just gonna nuke him down. There's no real reason to taunt or anything. This one alone cannot deal enough damage or any damage at all, thanks to the double crit from Monica. There we go. That's lovely. Oh no, okay, I see. Spider? Hi. Okay, so the spider is somewhat stuck in the... Looked a little bit stuck on the corner there, so it probably should have been in there, but it just wasn't. Let's not complain, we're just gonna go in there, hurt it a bit, kill it as well. It probably still makes this entire sequence a little bit longer, since the fighting, start, and end animation gets played twice, but overall it does not matter too much, since both of them together also would not be able to deal enough damage to us. But, I mean... Not that this one's gonna deal any damage to us as either anyways. Dead now. Something like that. So we did have an enchantment table here, and I think we might actually have something... Oh, no, I do not want to get hit by that still. That's kind of mean. We might have a point to enchant something here. This one would be really good for Gully. So we've got an... Okay, we also don't have a living stone slab, so we can't even do that one. We could do this one. Juggernaut 2, and the possessed is attack power and decree. Wow, is that... It's really... Wow. We could get that for Monica. But I do like the crit on her. I think, yeah, I think we're not gonna do any of those right now. It's fine. Let's see. Oh, making preparations 1 out of 4. There we go. Far to the north, tucked between imposing peaks in the Winter Vein Mountains, lies a wonder few know about and even fewer have seen. The Crimson Garden, a deadly and winding maze of dark tributes, was built as a testament to the power of Virus. Terraces adorned with ornate sculptures rise above intricate and winding hedges. Statues and works of art stand as trophies of Virus's conquests. During his reign, the garden served not only as a menagerie of dark artifacts, okay, that's a weird way to say that, but also as a place of study for his acolytes in training, who would make pilgrimage through the icy mountain roads to study in his shadow. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Battle Chasers Nightwar. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more Battle Chasers, just stick around or follow me on Twitch. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye!